Devin Haney seems to be one of the most avoided fighters at 135, and Ryan Garcia and JoJo Diaz seem to be one to fight November 13th. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. So, Ryan Garcia, JoJo Diaz, apparently they're working out a deal for November 13th. They're working out a deal for November 13th. And they're going to be fighting for the interim belt that JoJo Diaz beat it for Javier Fortuna. And, I'm not surprised by this whole scenario. I knew JoJo Diaz wasn't going to fight Devin Haney. He was talking all this big stuff a couple months back that he was going to fight Devin Haney, and he never did it. Never talked to Bill. He did talk to Bill, say he was trying to get everything done. But you flip-flop and go fight Ryan Garcia. And, like I said a while back, I knew JoJo Diaz was going to fight Ryan Garcia because I believe they're on the same promotional company, Golden Boy Promotions. And I don't know how this fight is going to do in November because we got a lot of big fights in November. Dave Benavidez versus Muscategi, Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez, and I believe Brandon Figueroa versus Stephen Fulton. So there's a lot of big fights in November, so I'm assuming they're going to try to push this back to December. But if it is November 13th, it wouldn't do good on pay-per-view, in my opinion. Devin Haney seems to be probably the second biggest star in lightweight because he makes more money than all of them. Ryan Garcia only made $300,000 in his last fight. And he's got all those social media followers and doesn't know how to turn them into dollars. So I don't know if JoJo Diaz is trying to get that fan base or whatever or not. It makes no sense to fight Ryan Garcia because you're absolutely fighting for nothing but a weak-ass belt, interim belt, that they're not going to even try to fight Devin Haney. So I'd rather fight Devin Haney than Ryan Garcia because I'm getting paid millions if I fight Devin Haney. I'm getting paid millions if I fight Tank Davis. Teofimo Lopez and the rest of them, they're only making under $1 million. So it makes no sense. But Devin Haney is one of the most duck fighters at 135, in my opinion. We, as boxing fans, we try to push Devin Haney to fight Tank early. Tank didn't want to fight him because Floyd knows that's a bad stylistically matchup for Tank Davis. Tank Davis has the tools to beat Devin Haney, but it's not going to be very easy to beat Devin Haney. And so Ryan Garcia and JoJo Diaz, November 13th. Be on the lookout for that fight. I'm highly disappointed that fight's going to happen because they're just going to have the interim belt and they're not going to fight Devin Haney. They're not going to give him a chance. And I see that Devin Haney eventually is going to move to 140. Devin Haney staying active, staying busy. I heard that reports that Devin Haney could be fighting Richard Commey. That's a very good fight. And Devin Haney's resume is starting to look very, very good. And like I said, Devin Haney to Jaron Ennis, just keep winning fights, staying active, and don't worry about these guys because they're just not going to fight you because of your talent. They're going to do the same thing with Jaron Ennis. He's just too good. They're not going to fight him because of his style and his talent that he has. And nobody has ever knocked Sergey Lipinets out like the way Jaron Ennis did. And nobody has ever outboxed it Gamboa very badly like Devin Haney did. Crawford beat him, but it wasn't impressive. It was impressive, but it wasn't impressive like Devin Haney did it because Devin Haney used all the pure boxing ability that he did to beat Gamboa. And he didn't even get touched that fight. Like he said, he looked like he could go to a club and like nothing happened, like he'd never gotten a fight. And so, point of the matter is, be expected for Ryan Garcia versus JoJo Diaz for that interim belt. They're just going to sit there and act like they're the real champions and avoid Devin Haney. And eventually, I believe Devin Haney is going to go up to 140 and fights big names and potentially get a title shot early, you know, because Devin Haney deserves it because he's the most avoided fighter. Now, there's some killers up there at 140, but I think he'll do fine with his skill set and ability and so on and so forth. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.